Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Colorado State Rams. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. He knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Hokies will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado State's offense will have the ball first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on first down. Turns it upfield. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Rams will snap it on first and 10. A give to Brown. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8. Guys, let's take a minute and look big picture. Colorado State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Vereen. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Rams trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field in the offense. And he's in! Touchdown, Rams!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. The man who will run the offense is Ethan Grunkmeyer. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. The run inside. It's Overton. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Rides to the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That is an impressive run, and I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Keeps it himself. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Tosses to the quarterback. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off.
And that feels so good if you're a player, because you know you've been practicing that flea flicker all off season. You're just begging your offensive coordinator to dial it up, and they went out and they executed it beautifully.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Rushes on. And it's a sack.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Second down, gonna throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right side, it's Mosley. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Heath. Picks up the 1st down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback changing the play. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Reels it in. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Rams have this offense rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it. Snags it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams have it with a first and goal. Here's Brown. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pulls it on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Keith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On play action. Out wide right, it's Heath. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Maybe a double pass. Finds his man. It's Keith. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Hokies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick completion to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Rams with the 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like,
touchdown, Colorado State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt to try.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Heath. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he avoids the sack.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. Trying to bull his way in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sells the run, wants to pass. Way off target there.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Sees a crease. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Turns it upfield. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Rams will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Still looking to his right. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. He lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Cuts it upfield. It's Overton. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rams will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Hokies. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Knocked down immediately.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Doesn't quite. Make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Draw play, it's Overton. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. 2nd and long here. He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Right side, it's Reynolds. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Overton. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. With the catch, it's Mosley. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got him on the RPO. Still running at the 40. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on second down. Tight end now in motion. Keeps it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. The Rams will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. But they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Out wide right, it's Keith. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Making his first move. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sells to fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Fareed. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. And the Rams want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He'll be dropped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Rams come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. They'll go with Brown. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Send the tight end in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Rush right in his face. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So the final period starts with a second down play. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Left side is Fareed. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Second and long here. Quarterback Keith. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Coleman. There's some room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Right side, it's Brown. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he gets it away.
Every quarterback in football at every level will see ghost. If you hit him, if you make him uncomfortable, and he knows you're coming time after time again, good things don't happen usually at the quarterback spot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Follows his blocks. It's Overton. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He's got it. Oh, headed to the end zone. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. He'll try the left side. All over him immediately. Man, they squelched that play so fast. Can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Wide receiver going in motion. Laterals it back. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Overton. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Hauls it in. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Drops back on 1st down. Moving to his left. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Needs it here on 4th down. Escapes the pressure to his right. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, looking for a man. Still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Unloads to the right. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock is struck.